cataract.
Hi everybody, good day to you and welcome back. If this is your first time here, just welcome. What we have here is a 2012 Cadillac Escalade ESV, that's the big one, with 119,011 miles on the odometer. We're going to be doing a little bit of noise chasing on this car. The right rear brake area was making some kind of a scrubbing or grinding noise. Our guys already attempted to troubleshoot this through a couple different methods. They've put some brakes on it, pads and rotors, and I think the caliper got replaced. And those efforts were of no avail. The customer has brought it to a dealership, one of the local dealers, and they took a look at it and made a determination that something was bent. I think they stated it was the caliper or the caliper bracket was bent, and it was causing the caliper bracket to rub on the rotor. So the customer returned the caliper and caliper bracket that they had purchased and replaced in order to solve the noise, and the noise remained. So they took it back to the dealer and they said something about the axle tube or the flange that mounts the caliper bracket being bent and that no repair was made. I'm not certain what they had recommended for a fix, but it was kind of a sorry about your luck situation, better luck next time, I suppose. I'm really not certain regarding the history of how this went down, but you guys knowing me, I'm just going to approach this objectively, and we're going to evaluate this and see what's going on here. For the record, I haven't heard any noise, especially since I was yammering through the parking lot, but we're going to be quiet on our next turn of this test drive, and I'm going to listen for some kind of scrubbing noise. I believe they stated that it does it mostly while turning, so we're going to go find a parking lot or an open space to do a few turns left and right and see if I can't duplicate any kind of a noise here. Okay, we've made it a couple trips around the block. So far, I'm not hearing any noises while doing any straight line driving. So let's get into the parking lot one more time and do some circular maneuvers. See if we can't hear anything. All right, doing some left turns. Can't say I hear it. Let's try some right turns. There's a guy in a van looking at me, wondering what I'm doing. That guy over there. Okay, I'm really not hearing anything. Let us move on to the visual inspection phase, because if something's rubbing on something else, we'll be able to see some nice shiny polished metal. Oh yeah, reviewing this dealership work order here, there was a lot of stuff that happened. Let's see, customer states humming noise in the rear only in the morning on a cold start, check and advise. Left rear outside edge of rotor is contacting caliper bracket. That's not good. Swap the brackets, rotors, and still rubbing. Tried OEM parts. We mentioned there were some aftermarket parts there. So we tried OEM parts, still rubbing. Not sure of the cause. Possible axle housing flange is bent, or caliper bracket mount that bolt to axle housing is bent. Okay, well, let's read that again. Caliper bracket mount that bolts to the axle is bent. So the mount, caliper bracket mount. Okay. I think the caliper bracket mount is actually part of the axle. Anyway, they state that they've made no repair here. Left rear outside of edge of rotor is contacting caliper bracket. No repair made at this time. Alright, they repeated themselves. Okay. Okay, Escalade. Show us the goods. Safety. Okay, since left rear is our suspected issue, we'll start here. Alright, so we're down here in the left rear. I can't see anywhere where the caliper would rub on the bracket here or here. It's possible that it's rubbing on the outside edge of it. You can see how that's discolored and this is rust colored. Maybe it's rubbing here. Let's go ahead and disassemble this and get a better view of the inside. I don't know if something could be bent here. This is very odd. But we'll figure it out. Reverse click. Oh, it's gone. Come here. Okay, again, I'm not seeing any rubbing on the caliper. This is good. I don't think that there's a fitment problem here. We'll see. We'll see. You never know till you know. Careful, Petey, you're starting to sound like me. You're talking to inanimate objects. And you're giving them personalities too. Yep, you're starting to sound like me. Careful. Once you go down that rabbit hole. I know there's no actual rabbits. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor, Pete. It's a metaphor. Yeah, it's in the little red blazer, sir. Help yourself. I don't know. All right, so I pulled this caliper bracket off, and I've also pulled off the bracket from the passenger side. So we're gonna swap the brackets and see if that is the cause of this of these parts interfering. So we're gonna swap the passenger side bracket over here to the driver's side. That's gonna tell us if the bracket is bent or not. Which I know GM dealership said they already did this, but I want to be thorough. Because you never know. Do 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 do. Click. Yeah, no dice. We're still interfering right here. Okay. I'll pull this back off one more time. We're gonna pull the rotor next and take a peek inside. Reverse click. Again.
Do you have a small soldering set?
A small soldering set? What do you mean? I got an iron and some solder.
Yeah. You can have all that.
Maybe.
Yeah, I do some oil work.
Do you now?
Yep.
Okay. Stand by. Okay, rotor's off. We've narrowed this down to 2 potential causes here. One of which is going to be this bracket right here. It bolts onto the axle. This bracket is the flanges for the bracket for the caliper, or the axle itself is bent. So I can't measure this device right here. So what I'm going to do is reassemble all this, and we're going to put it over on the alignment rack, and we're going to take a measurement. That measurement will let us know if the axle is bent or if it's just that component that's bent. So if the alignment is good, we're going to replace just that little bracket inside of the rotor. If the measurement is not good, then we will determine that the axle tube itself is bent, and this will require a rear axle replacement. So stand by. Forward clicks. Alrighty, I tossed the wheels back on, threw the brakes back together. Let's go over to the alignment rack and take a measurement. Coming down. Actual clicks. Wow, these are good ones. Nice. Good. Oh yeah, torque wrench cam. What? Uh-oh, I think I got out of order. No. Good. I'm cleaning right now, Pete.
Cleaning right now, man.
I don't know what you're doing, but I'm cleaning right now.
Cleaning right now, bro.
You alright?
Because he was actually looking at that shit, right?
I'm cleaning right now.
Cleaning right now. But I'm saying, like, what do you think?
I think he's cleaning right now. Yeah. Oh goodness. Alright, Cadillac Escalade with the chromed out nose. There it is. And it has 4 wheels and it's 2-wheel drive variety. Okay. 4x2 and 20 whatever with 20-inch wheels, not hybrid. Bling bling. Alright, let me throw the heads on real quick. We will comp this up and take the measurements. Okay, that's what we're looking for. A specification or a measurement that's within specification. Therefore, I now conclude that that bracket that bolts to the bracket is what is bent, and that thing will have to be replaced. So, let's see what I can do about locating one of those, and we'll proceed from there. Okay, just as I suspected, this part is going to be unobtainium, especially for today. So we're going to go ahead and put all this stuff away. And backing out the auto. Unfortunately, I do believe this is going to have to be continued at a later date. That being said, I'm still going to make this video because I thought this was kind of interesting and a little odd. Put that right there. 2 down, 2 to go. Juan, you're still cleaning right now? He's cleaning right now. Let's get this out of here. Moving back up. Release. You're not supposed to be able to operate these with one hand for safety. All right, folks, as my spider senses have predicted, this part happens to be unobtainium. It's going to be a very difficult component to locate, so we're going to have to send our feelers out. We're probably going to have to order one of these things from GM. None of the aftermarket people list one. Our only shot really is to get one from the salvage yard, and that's going to take a couple days, or get a new one from GM, and that's going to take a couple weeks, maybe even a couple months. I find that to be unfortunate. It is what it is. There's really nothing that can be done about it at this current point in time. So we're going to go ahead and back this thing out, give it back to the customer, and we will notify them once we've located the component, and then we'll move forward from there. So like I said, this is probably going to be a to be continued type of episode. That being said, I'll check back in with you guys when the continuation occurs. Like I said, I don't know how long that's going to be, but at some point we will be able to get a hold of this replacement bracket, and then we can go back and do a guided tour on replacing said bracket. All right, folks, that is going to bring today's infotainment episode to conclusion. As always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. Since you are here to the end, I'm going to assume that you did, in fact, like this video. If my assumption is correct, the only thing I would ask of you is to communicate that to me effectively by tapping that thumbs up button down below. That button is what lets me and YouTube know that I've done a good job here today. And if YouTube thinks I've done a good job, it's far more likely to recommend my content to other potential viewers. That's good for me, that's also good for the other viewers. So again, and as always, thank you guys for watching, and most importantly, do not forget to have yourselves a great day. See you guys later. Backing up the auto, parking the auto, and powering down. Goodbye, Escalade.